I know, right?
Because I appreciate y'all.
So I forgot to press the start broadcast button. You've missed nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
You've missed some stuff. So you missed why we're writing this song. To the audience of 2, I'm really sorry to go ahead and get repetitious on y'all. So I got pissed off on TikTok about Casey getting shot, protecting people at a protest against police brutality, getting shot by the police. Surprisingly, that pissed people off, and now I'm in the TikTok universe wearing an American flag bikini and talking about the Constitution, and it's very weird, but some good people want to hear a song called Get Louder. And we were just trying to figure out, we got some DNA, because the only thing that I have in my head, and I didn't sing it until like 7 minutes ago, ooh, this is lovely pink reflection, is, hey baby, get louder. And I'm not even sure if I'm married to that, because it feels a little too lazy, and I want something that's like how it feels to get louder. That, I think, more than I think that, I think that's a pre-chorus. Right? And then Casey, came up with that. Casey's here because they're an actual activist that has been in this way longer than I have. And I am petrified about writing these lyrics by myself. Also, one of the best guitarists that I've ever met, as well as my everything player.
Thank you so much. What a wonderful compliment.
It's not just because I let you kiss me.
Not just buttering me up.
Not just buttering you up, honey. But plays things out of my head and pretty much anybody's really well. So started with this really sweet thing, right? Like, if you just isolate the guitar track and pop vocals, pop tracks are usually really sweet. So something, and I'm not sure where that fits anymore, because then you took a little Avril Lavigne, like angsty 90s driving dung dung dung. Remember that thing? Is that still there? Does that still exist? Can you play that for me so I know it exists? Yes, object permanence in music. All right, and I think that's going to be the verse, and now I'm just spitballing things.
So that's going to be the verse? You want the...
I think that's going to be the verse, because verses... For the verse, okay, so half of it's intuiting how this song goes in my head, and then half of it's like, how do you engineer a song? For this verse, I want it to have an edge to it of something carrying it along. So, yeah. What do you got there? You want me to write down the chords for you?
I think I can remember.
Or if you can just make sure that your hands are in camera, this is all getting recorded. It's gonna live forever. Forever, ever.
You're immortal now.
Yeah, we're immortal now, my darling. I got so excited. You are special, Cameron. We know you're special. Okay, the youth no longer say on fleek, Casey. By the way.
Well, shit. That was like 2 weeks ago.
Well, that's why y'all are old and not on TikTok and don't understand how fast stuff moves. And incidentally, why nobody should piss off Gen X. It's a bad idea.
Cool. So you're looking for...
Yeah, that's the verse. That's the verse. And I have 5 words on a page, and it's Get Louder and this together. 46 minutes to go. Well, you're doing your job just fine. Yes, we are on Facebook now, and there are 3 people watching. I love you all. I love you all so very much. Hi. I'll be able to see your comments here real soon if you are commenting. And do comment, because part of what the show's about too is, if you got ideas, for goodness sake, shout them on. Because I'm already knew I was going to be floundering with this song. That's part of why I put it to the challenge of 1 hour, 1 new song, because I don't have a choice but to finish it by 7. But yeah, feel free if you have ideas. And that idea of maybe a little bit how to write a song. What's in your head all the time? What are the words around this experience that we're having around Black Lives Matter, that when you breathe, these thoughts just happen? And I knew I was going to go deer in the headlights, and that's why I'm glad you're here. I knew it.
I got you.
I knew it.
I got you. That being said, I think we have a decision to make right here.
Where?
So I've got this riff, which is kind of the jangly, pretty, right?
A lot. Hold on. You got a lot of your very handsome shoulders, but I kind of want to be in frame too. selfish reasons. Right, less of me, more of you. There we go. Happy medium.
See, so.
So pretty. So now I'm thinking that's verse. Mm-hmm. Can I just go ahead and completely switch my head on that?
Yeah.
Yeah, because music is art, is painting, is everything together, is storytelling. So part of what we're trying to do is like, racism is a cult. We're trying to get people to like, our market isn't really people who are in the cult, right? It's people who have like family in the cult, who have a lot of pressure around them to like maybe not be vocal, to conform to the cult. And then it's also the people who fucking well know that Black Lives Matter, but feel like, oh, I don't want to be an oppressive. This is a story about oppression. My voice is oppressive in saying what's right, and I don't think that's helpful either right now. Mm-hmm. Like we've had this discussion of, I used the sound off of Lindsay. I can't remember your last name, but you were thoroughly tagged on my TikTok because you said use the sound, and we had this whole discussion. Well, you sounded black. It's like, yes, a black woman was speaking. I was trying to like get across to certain rednecks what she was saying. But
that's a great idea.
I thought it was worth a try. Yeah. I don't think it worked. It mostly was entertaining, and also made people have weird feels. But it's a good time for weird feels. It's a good time to be confronting that line in yourself. Okay. Sometimes you just gotta listen to yourself talk for a minute.
I love it.
Confronting the line in yourself. Would it be petty to rip on Justin Timberlake? Because around when Trump got elected, the like Chris Stapleton collab or whatever came out of sometimes the best way to say something is to say nothing at all, and I felt like there's an anthem for white compliance. It's just like, you. I don't know. I might be reading that wrong. That was just my read on it. It's just like, no, you don't say nothing at all. That's when you see something. You say something.
Silence is violence.
Etc. I've seen it on a sign or two recently.
Silence is violence.
So, sometimes you gotta confront the line. Woohoo.
There you go.
When it starts rhyming, it starts being lyrics. You gotta confront the line. It could be something as pablum. Why do you make pablum into an adjective? Somebody smarter than me might let me know. Pablum, but sometimes you got to confront the line. Near rhyme, what is wrong and what is right. I don't know. Is that enough? Fuck it. It's a 1 hour, 1 new song. I don't have time to think about this shit.
Doing great, homie. You're doing great.
You're having fun in Guitar World.
I am having fun in Guitar World. So what do you think of this? So like start off with the thing I was doing before.
Yeah, nice. You got a pre-chorus, huh? Go half length for that into a chorus part, just because I'd like to use. So part of why we've had these discussions on why I like popping, because it's a deft knife for your psyche. So I want to brainwash people with the chorus. So that's why as much as I love that donk, maybe extend it for a bridge, because that's always a great way to write a bridge. Is I want to hear that for like 4 repetitions, but we're only gonna tease people with one right before the chorus.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. So we would do like this would be the verse structure.
Yeah. I love that. It looks like that's an FG something or whatever. sorry. Hold on. I've only been half paying
Very
attention.
cool.
I'm
just trying to sort it into some sort of rudimentary A B
So
kind of
is
structure.
the pre-chorus now the evolution of that Avril Lavigne bit?
It's whatever you want it to be.
I like the Avril.
I'm just putting colors on the palette. You paint with it.
No, this is your painting too.
Totally.
Right. So I miss quite how driving. So that bop, bop, ba-da, that's kind of like building up tension. Mm-hmm. So what if we let her rip to a double time feel in the chorus? It's a woo. Well, I like it. I like the energy level.
Something.
Check if there's feedback from the fam. No. Hi, Laura. Love you. So how does that contrast with your A part at this point?
So we got the...
Yeah, keep that going for a bit for me. Sometimes you gotta walk the line. Keep going. What is wrong? What is right? Maybe your family won't agree. You're gonna have family with me. Okay, I don't like my melody, but I like that.
You had a couple of, you went into like bluesy territory.
And I don't think I want to. I think I want it to be more, I do a lot of blues. It's a challenge for me to not do blues inflections, but I do, like, I wouldn't mind more of an ABBA feel.
Well, I would say like the way you did it skillfully. Like throw a little taste in there, but don't like let it overwhelm everything.
It's in the bones of the melody right now. I don't like my melody, but I don't think that means your guitar.
Okay, no, sure.
But maybe your family won't agree. You're gonna have family here with me. I know a lot of us who are, you know, that's that whole thing about you're afraid of who in your family you're gonna alienate. And you might not be able to reach them, and that's just sad, and it's actually kind of tragic. But sometimes family isn't the one you're born into, etc. I feel the need to explain the lyrics if I'm going to write them on air. Where's the lighter? Half my life. I'm gonna die asking, where's the lighter? Oh God, I hope that's not true. Take it back. I take it back. I take it back. Okay. So, it's got kind of that feel to me. Decemberists a little bit. And that wasn't any. That was not enough to be copyrightable to like get this thing taken down. All right, but yeah.
I like that. I like where that was going.
You and I both default to American country western blues.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is probably not a good moment. We're 35 minutes in. All cops are bad. Okay. Wait, stop. Sound a bit. Yeah, I see you. That was a really, really funny music joke, but I have a lot of feelings behind that particular, not a lot of feelings, but in the war against rednecks, not against rednecks. Ooh, catching myself. War to reclaim the minds of rednecks. ACAB is not a winning slogan because we're not there yet in discussing the nuances behind defund that police in their current militarized iteration might not be a good thing. Not ready for it. So, but I get it. It's hilarious. Thank you. Okay. You might have friends on the thin blue line. You might not don't want your granddaddy left behind. tell you, baby, this is time. It is maybe not a good time to do an ABBA theme thing for something that's deeply America. As much as most of the songwriting in pop is done by like 3 Scandinavian men. True facts. Feminism is also a thing. Okay, cool. Equality, just equality, you don't have to, equality, but first BLM. Okay, cool. Alright, so my usual measure, I have something that I don't have enough time to second guess as a verse, something I don't have time to second guess as a pre-chorus, and the first line of a chorus. We are a bunch of the way there. So,
cool, man. Reading
back the verse to you, if you have any idea, so the idea where the second verse is like, okay, what else do you have to say, and then how do you cram it into that format? Sometimes you can't, you gotta confront the line, what is wrong and what is... Yeah, I'm just going to leave that. I don't like it. It's a very near-ish rhyme, and I'm going to have to put a whole lot of twang on it to actually make it work. Sometimes you got to confront the line, what is wrong and what is right. Maybe maybe your family won't agree. You're going to have a family here with me. You might have friends on the thin blue line. Don't want your granddaddy left behind. I tell you, baby, this is the time, so baby, get louder. Mm-hmm. And then I'm not expecting, there's one line in the chorus, but we don't have to write it yet. And that's because it's mostly going to be repetition, and then one line that's a summary. Somehow by the end, we're going to figure out a summary to a large section of a multi-billion person movement. Okay, cool.
Very small segment.
Very small segment.
Which, by the way, if anyone is looking to contribute to things, the Colorado People's Alliance is doing really amazing work.
If you go to my TikTok, it's linked in my bio.
And also donate to Unicorn Riot. Unicorn Riot is putting out excellent media and journalism around everything that's going on. And
I think this post got buried, but if you send me a receipt, I'll write you a song.
That's cool.
Yeah. For Unicorn Riot? Fuck yeah.
There's people out there doing amazing things, and I just wanted to take a moment to recognize that.
Cool. I'm doing the things.
So
put your money where your mouth is. I'm poor, so I'm just
put that in there. Put your money where your mouth is.
That's why you're here. You see, then I have to rhyme with is. Is, biz, jizz. What? Just, I don't know what to go with. Is it? Don't get hung up on it, but is a surprisingly hard thing to rhyme. Like, it is. Okay, don't get hung up on it. Don't get hung up. Put your money where your mouth is. Maybe it's a bridge line.
Is.
Thank you. Okay. Except that wasn't enough to go on. I lied. How long are we going? How long are we going? 30 more minutes. This is good by my standard.
Totally, man. I'm with you.
Quick.
This is a crazy experience for me right now. I'm a hermit. I don't get in front of cameras.
Hans, you're a genius, because I skipped by biz without thinking that America is sort of this great big industrial complex built on the free labor and suffering of others. It is a biz. You're a genius. Okay, cool. Thank you for throwing down.
Yeah, I'd say it's been a very successful business venture in its own horrifying, dehumanizing way. Sorry, my ADHD took over.
It's okay. It's okay. If I could steer it, I could just steer it. That would put it into lyrics. So I gave Casey a guitar, and this was intentional, but I know that Casey is in guitar world now. So even though I have like a long-term freaking activist sitting there. They're in Guitar World right now, right? They're not available to. Except put your money. I'm kidding. I'm teasing. I'm teasing.
I can multitask
because you have a shot foot, and that's a cool thing to do. With like,
yeah,
you show
man.
that off yet? Like,
I haven't showed that off yet.
Ah! Well, hello. You see, that's a thing.
Shit.
That's a thing.
Yeah,
it's not cool.
That's what happens when you get popped in the foot at close range with a 40mm grenade. Shattered 2 of my toes. Yeah. It was awesome, folks, let me tell you. Especially since I was totally nonviolent. I have several witnesses that also agree that I was nonviolent.
Screwed up.
I had a shield with a big red cross on it because I was doing medic services. I wasn't even agitating or anything. It's just helping people. They're shooting at journalists, too. It's great. Sorry, I'll just go back to Guitar World.
Oh, sorry, I'm in Lyrics World.
Now you're in Lyrics World. You brought me out of Guitar World.
Because I want you to join me in Lyrics World. So I
see.
Yeah, because I'm in this all alone. It's lonely in Lyrics.
So what we have now are overlapping realities, where there's like Guitar World, and then there's Lyric World, and then there's like literally billions of people potentially connecting to this right now.
Never billions. I'll be surprised if there's 12.
It's like the
hi, all of you. I know most of you, and I've come to know most of you, and you are all blitzingly awesome human beings. Okay, cool.
So they're all like overlapping realities.
Hold up. 27 minutes to go. See, after half an hour, it kind of gets really like, oh shoot, I only realistically have 20 minutes.
All right. So what do you need?
Okay, put your money where your mouth is. This ain't the time for normal biz. Does that even make sense? I don't know. I feel like they're trying to force it.
It does feel a little Florida.
America's got it. Yeah, no, I don't think that's why. Biz rarely ends a sentence. It's the only thing that stopped me the first time, even though I think it's a really good suggestion, Hans. Just don't know if I can work it in. So we might just, I'm going to put giant parentheses around put your money where your mouth is, because I don't know where to put it in this.
So let's see.
Okay, what about if we talk to the past where it's really, really true that white voices have co-opted not just, you know, the lives and the works and the intellectual property of Black people, but also the very message of equality for Black people from the like where that has legit. Yeah, that's actually a thing that's been happening. Not only the oppression thing, but yeah, there are reasons to feel very fucking sensitive about what you say right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's true, our history.
It's not ours.
Thank you.
It's one of my favorite quotes from one of my mentors who's a member of Black Lives Matter.
I'm not going to look at it, but it's not.
This land was built.
Mm-hmm.
America was built on stolen lands.
Yeah. From
stolen hands.
That's going down.
Mm-hmm. America was built on stolen lands by stolen hands.
Thank you for joining me in Lyric World.
Got you.
You'd be super valuable here.
I got you. I got you.
We fought Nazis, but not the Klan.
Yeah.
Halfway through.
What we did, in my opinion, is we placed the onus of white supremacy and its ultimate terribleness in Nazi Germany, when in fact there are several prominent members of American society, including Henry Ford, who affiliated with the Nazi Party until it became politically disadvantageous to do so.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So, for me...
now the Nazis are coming back. What would our grandfathers say to that?
Right. Love it. Bring in some ancestral magic. Yes. See, we're getting there.
Don't got time to double think it. Coming.
Pressure's on. Oh my God.
Back.
Sorry, that wasn't very convincing.
Would it be too much? Because some of these people, like, it's our grandparents, but we're getting old now. Like, we're in our 30s. We're old. But yeah, though, some people, it's not their grandparents. They're like from maybe Korea or later. So is it too much to squeeze in the greatest generation? Okay, what would the greatest generation think of that?
Yeah. I bet the very few World War II veterans who are still left alive are just like...
I want to know what it felt like to be at that ceremony earlier this year in the mid of the epidemic where you were a veteran of World War II in your 80s or 90s and wearing a mask, but the president is not.
Right.
I want to know what that moment actually felt like, because it didn't look very... made me mad. Actually. Alright, so... political.
So good. Write that anger.
Cool. What we have a second verse. So, can you play me the pre-chorus again, please?
More of a like funk style.
Okay, so what I got is, but you gotta stop thinking someone's gonna fix it for you.
Yes.
Waiting for you. I feel like that's maybe halfway through. And I feel like it probably takes the precedent of the previous pre-chorus because I think that's a repeatable bit. We're waiting for you. What are we waiting for you to do? Right? We're waiting for you. There's a few words left before Get Louder, before we enter the chorus, yes.
To be the change you want to see.
It's too cheesy.
Is that too contrived? I don't know.
It's a good hashtag, but I'm not... It's definitely trending, but what do you all think? To be the change we want to see. Hey, I don't know why the Facebook feed went dead. I don't know if y'all can see us, but I got a black screen. There it goes. But yeah, we're all waiting for you to be the change you want to see. Too cheesy sauce. I'm blind. I gotta pick this. We lost video. Is it back yet? I think it's lost. I think it's back yet. I think so, but I don't know. It's all gone wrong. No. I don't. Going once, going twice. I think you won that lyric battle. That's due. I kind of want to. The part of me that doesn't want to lead wants to lead it to where you think it's going to go, and then make it really working class. Okay. That's do you and Baby Get Louder. You see the nice lift? See how I haven't pivoted, if you were? Okay, so now we can actually think about this chorus kind of for real, because we have more than enough words down for like verses and bridges and pre-choruses. So now we have all this time to lavish on what's our ultimate. Remember
the crescendo.
The crescendo. I think it's a double time, and I think it's gonna be somewhere in the 1-4-5 where it's 10 feet. You see, like jogging music, right? Like something that you'd normally use to get pumped at the gym, basically a little bit. Like, this is my jam, I'm going to shadow box to this. I kind of want to use that for the verse. Okay, if I use that for the verse now?
Yeah.
Okay.
What we could do is do the very first verse quiet and soft, and then do a chorus, and then I'll do the next one.
Okay, I like that build. So that's our verse now? Okay.
Yeah, except what I was doing before was not. And
Okay.
Then, now how do we fit the...
Well, that's the thing. That's going to influence... Well, let's hear it all the way through. Start me from the top so I can check my lyrics with me. You gotta stop. Okay, cool. Oh, not from the top, just the top of the pre-chorus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Thinking someone's gonna fix it for you. Yeah. Waiting for you to be the change that's due to you.
And then...
It's not enough of a lift off. I think it's a bridge. Because it's a lovely break time feel, right? It's when everything... we have all the pieces, we just got to fit them all together. It's a lovely break time feel of, and especially with that lyric coming in at like 2.5 minutes, but you gotta stop. It's a lovely palette shift. So can we last with that?
It's such a good hook though that I feel...
Bridges usually are.
I mean, that's fair.
And then like, why the hell did you just put it in the bridge? But I just don't think it has the right lift into... think of Katy Perry's Firework, because I don't want to get this taken down for copyright infringement. You remember the pre-chorus? Or it's this ascending line thing? I know you don't listen to Katy Perry. Dig deep. Alright. Okay, alright. It's not copyrightable if I just go da 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 da. Not, that's just a freaking scale. Gosh dang it.
You can't copyright a scale.
You can't copyright a scale. You can't copyright chord progressions. So that kind of, and now we're going someplace. We're lifting that ascending feel, because I think that's going to tell us what the chorus sounds like. That's the only thing that's really missing here still. How are we doing for time? Oh, we're fine. 10 minutes. Alright. Yeah, if they don't know the song, I'd say that's a pretty good facsimile, don't you? So can we hear from verse into that? Just that transition?
Which part's the verse then?
We now got the can we hear the double time version into it?
The double time of the...
I see this fatigue. I didn't want to actually do work today. Come on, this was my day off. I know, I just...
I fucking love this. I'm having a great time.
Okay. Cool. Little lashings of Gaelic in there, I don't mind. Alright. Yes. Fuck yes, but you had that, I think that was like, then you go up. Can you go down to by like a third?
Yeah.
Right. And then and that's first pass, and then the second pass is just all ascending. Keep going. Chorus. Bam. I hear this person, they're really good at their stuff.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I definitely need gigs and money.
Hey! Come to Patreon, throw money in my Venmo bread jar. Wish I could say that only please donate to crowdsources that are way more worthy than us or me personally, but gotta eat. Okay. Support the Redneck Education Front. Okay. we go from that? That's the only length of the chorus so far, because I don't have time to write a more lengthy, wordy chorus. So can it go from just family here with me into pre-chorus?
Into the...
Yeah.
Now is that ascending bit.
Yeah, now that ascending. Right, so...
Okay, so...
pick you up on the next pass. Sometimes you gotta confront the lie. What is wrong and what is right? Maybe your family won't agree. You're gonna have family here with me. You might have friends. Oh wait, no. That was into the pre. That wasn't the ascending bit, was it?
No.
No. So it goes. That's okay.
So you just wanted me to repeat the same thing again?
No. I want to go from there into ascending bit. Miracles, God.
The thing I did before that.
Yeah. I know a transition well. I just want to test lyrics over it.
Okay, so you want me to play?
Yeah, I'm gonna test the second verse over you now. If you want to go to, yeah. America's built by stolen land and stolen hills. Fighting Nazis, not the plan. Now the Nazis are coming back. What would the greatest generation think of that?
And then we go to the...
Yes. Yeah. Baby, and can it's too twee. I mean, you're good. That's exactly the type of inspirational feel, but I don't like how I'm stuck on this. First of all, I'm not sure I'm not stealing it. I don't know who it would be, honest to goodness. Don't know whose it is, but it's like, that's gotta be taken, you know? And I don't like how it has this kind of minorish feel in it.
Okay, so
that was it. Freaking it, and I'm kind of sad that I can't just immediately play it back. Are we doing 9 more minutes? We can do this.
Oh yeah, we got this.
Right, so I'm okay with that's going to be the speed and the feel of the chorus. We can just use the same verse form both times because it's kind of lengthy. It's like nice time to. It's easier to get the words in and all that kind of stuff.
make sure I have the form. Now, and then it goes to, I'm just making sure I have the form.
Yeah, totally. At this point,
and then does it go straight to the,
yeah, then it goes straight to that.
So I'm going to give you a couple of bars, basically a verse,
Mm-hmm.
then I'm going to go into the,
Yeah.
and then you're going to send with me. Yeah.
Into the bridge.
And then we'll go
into the bridge.
So you do that soaring,
the
and
bridge.
then I'll go.
Woo! Oh, that's a tempo shift.
Yeah, that's a rough one,
I like
but it can be good.
Smack me in the face a little, yeah. Thinking someone's gonna fix it for you. Waiting for you to be change that's due. Oh, I need to rework that.
Or I need to rework it. How can I match you?
Okay, so can we make it just this really... I'm going to try to refine it into a chant type thing. Mm-hmm. That's going to get repeated twice, but then it's out and it's back to the chorus. Mm-hmm. So can we try that?
Again, the chorus is the...
Yeah. So out from there, into the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
where are we starting?
So from just the end of the chorus into the bridge section, then we're going to rough it through the bridge. Thinking someone's gonna do it for you.
There we go.
Waiting for you, please. Can it change there anywhere? Is that odd?
Then I could go back.
Yeah. The change that's due. Okay, we'll do that one more time, and I'm gonna cue you. We're just gonna. It's either got to repeat twice succinctly, or just going to run that one more time.
Okay, from the chorus.
Just from the pre-chorus, pretty much the bridge, basically.
Oh, just from that.
Bridge. Yeah. Thinking someone gotta fix it for you.
Okay, I think I see what's happening.
Yeah.
You need to come with me on the first hit.
That's what I'm doing.
Right, so I'll count it in.
Okay. But you gotta stop.
There we go.
Thinking someone's gonna do it for you. Waiting for you, be the change, that's new, but you gotta stop thinking someone's gonna do it for you. Waiting for you, be the change, that you do. How do we get back to the chorus here? So by the time I'm saying second do you, we're doing a lift into back to the chorus. So last bit of thing. So I have made a decision in my mind that we might be able to passably say that we've written a complete song in 4 minutes.
Yep.
But if we ain't, I'm not gonna make us. If it's a 1 hour 5 show, there was some serious prefacing that had to be done. So we might skew the title Or we might not. We might try to get it done before, and then we might go away and try to work on a final. But you will have seen that all the parts happened here before your eyes. It's a little important to be like, oh no, it's just a bunny we need to pull out of a hat.
I just did spirit fingers.
It's spirit fingers.
Spirit fingers.
Okay. Get louder. I don't know, because I tend to like write. Before this, I was writing a lot of stuff about the queer community, and it's just like the lyrics that come to me for the one bit of talking that has to spit back into get louder would be get loud, get proud, da 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 da, but get louder.
Mm-hmm. Get loud, get proud.
I don't know if that's like, that's mixing brands a little in it. Okay. Get sad, get mad. Well, is there a way to talk about voting here? Get sad, get mad. Get involved and flex your power, but baby, get louder.
Ooh. Yes.
Get sad, get mad, get involved and flex your power, but baby, get louder. Okay. So we've done all the bits, we just haven't done them in order. But let's do the chorus one time. That's all we can turn. We're going to call it an hour. We might take a break.
We got the whole thing.
We got the whole thing. We're going to come back and give
I'd be
you just
comfortable playing it in order right now.
Want to try it?
We can see what happens.
See what happens. Yeah. All right. If we flub it, we flub it. Let's do it.
Yeah, fuck it.
Okay.
Fortune favors the bold.
Woo!
Especially if we're talking about activism. Step outside of your comfort zones, America.
Everybody can do something. Use your God-given rights according to the Constitution.
Step into the uncomfortable spaces.
By God, I mean some, white men that were angry over taxes, but still, they're good rights. Sometimes you gotta confront the lion. What is wrong? What is right? Maybe your family won't agree. You're gonna have family here with me. On stolen lands, the stolen hands. We find Nazis just not the plan. Fix that, man. Now the Nazis are coming back. What does the greatest generation think of them? chorus or chorus, either one. We missed parts, but it's okay.
We got the basic structure though.
Sort of, yeah. Okay, let me come around. I'll get you on the next one. Keep going.
Did you have more verse or something?
We didn't go back to the chorus or the pre-chorus.
Let's start over again.
No.
But we got it. We got
the thing. It's 7:02. We're gonna cough it here. We have proof of concept. You saw, like, did you feel that moment where it's just like, oh wait, but it's there. It is there. That has been 1 hour, 1 new song.
Thank you all very much for coming.
Don't let a book touch the floor without kissing it. And thank you for hanging out. Thank you for influencing this song. To TikTok, if any of y'all are watching, thank you all for your encouragement in writing this and getting louder personally. Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Hey. Stop the broadcast. Stop the broadcast. Stop the broadcast. I swear, no matter what format this show goes to, I'll always